Welcome, history buffs and curious minds alike. Today's time travel is made possible by our sponsor, Men's Shop here. It's a haven for every man, a place where style meets taste. Whether you're a classic gentleman or a modern trendsetter, they've got you covered. From timeless pieces to contemporary trends, Men's Shop. Here's the one-stop shop to refine your wardrobe. So where do men shop? Well, men shop at menshafir.com. Storytime, folks. Today, we're delving into the rich tapestry of history to explore a fascinating topic. 10 ways the wealthy have fooled the masses. From the ancient empires to the modern metropolises, the upper crust has always had a knack for cunning strategies. They've used their wealth and power to pull the wool over our eyes in ways you might not even imagine. So, are you ready to uncover these intriguing tales of deception? Buckle up for a journey through time as we unravel the cunning strategies of the wealthy. Our journey begins with the first 5 ways. From the dawn of civilization, the wealthy have been finding innovative ways to fool the masses. Let's dive into these intriguing tales of deception. First, we have the Roman bread and circuses. The elite would distract the populace from political issues by providing free grain and thrilling gladiatorial games. This cunning strategy kept the masses fed and entertained, while the powerful retained control, largely unquestioned. Second comes the notorious tulip mania of the 17th century. The wealthy of the Dutch Republic led the masses into believing that tulip bulbs were a worthy investment. People sold their homes and livestock for these bulbs, only for the market to crash spectacularly, leaving many in ruin while the shrewd wealthy escaped unscathed. Third, we venture into the era of colonialism. The European elite convinced their citizens that colonizing foreign lands was a noble cause. This masked the harsh reality of exploitation and resource theft, while the wealthy reaped the benefits of these newfound territories. Fourth, we examine the gold rush of the 19th century. The wealthy propagated tales of gold for the taking in far-off lands. Countless individuals risked their lives for a chance at fortune, often finding little more than hardship and disappointment. Meanwhile, those who profited most were the merchants selling supplies for the journey. Finally, for our 5th way, we delve into the Wall Street crash of 1929. The wealthy investors of the Roaring Twenties created an illusion of endless prosperity. When the bubble burst, those who had invested their life savings were left destitute, while the cunning wealthy had already pulled their money out. Those were just the first 5, but hold on. The next ones are even more intriguing. Scene script. Ready for more? Let's dive into the next 3 ways. Our 6th way takes us back to the Middle Ages. Ever heard of the bread and circuses strategy? Well, it wasn't just confined to the Roman Empire. Medieval Europe's wealthy elite often used grand tournaments and feasts as distractions. These events, filled with jousting, feasting, and merriment, were designed to keep the masses occupied and content, while the nobility continued to consolidate wealth and power. Moving on, let's jump to the 17th century. The 7th way is all about control through fear, specifically the fear of witchcraft. Back then, accusations of witchcraft were often used as a tool for social control. The wealthy and powerful would accuse those they wanted to suppress or eliminate, effectively using fear to maintain their status and wealth. This tactic was not limited to just Salem, Massachusetts, but was widespread across Europe as well. Now, for our 8th way, we'll need to take a trip to the 19th century during the Industrial Revolution. This era brought about the concept of company towns. These were settlements built around a single industry, usually owned by one corporation. The workers lived in company houses, shopped at company stores, and were paid in company currency. Sounds like a trap, right? Well, it was. The wealthy industrialists effectively controlled the lives of their workers, keeping them in a cycle of dependency and poverty while they reaped the profits. Intrigued yet? We've got 2 more fascinating ways coming up. Brace yourselves for the final 2 ways. Let's delve into the depths of history and unveil the remaining tricks up the sleeves of the wealthy. The 9th way takes us back to the time of the Roman Empire, where the wealthy elite manipulated the masses through something they call bread and circuses. Essentially, they diverted the attention of the common people from political matters and kept them satisfied with free grain and grand spectacles. The masses were so engrossed in these entertainments, they often overlooked the political and economic realities of their time. Clever, isn't it? Finally, we arrive at the 10th way, A tactic that is quite prevalent even today, the spread of misinformation. The wealthy throughout history have used their influence to control the narrative, spreading half-truths and outright lies to maintain their positions of power. We see this in everything from false advertisements to biased news reporting. The masses, without access to reliable information, often fall prey to these manipulations, leading to a skewed perception of reality. So there you have it, the 10 cunning ways the wealthy have fooled the masses through history. From creating a false sense of scarcity to manipulating public opinion, these strategies have allowed the rich to maintain their wealth and power, often at the expense of the common man. But remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these tactics, we can be better equipped to recognize and challenge them. It's a fascinating journey, isn't it? Peeling back the layers of history to reveal the cunning strategies of the rich and powerful. And that, my friends, completes our list. But don't go away just yet. We've journeyed through time, uncovering the crafty ways of the wealthy. But our journey doesn't have to end here. Let's take a moment to reflect on the fascinating tales we've unearthed. We've delved into the depths of history, exploring 10 ingenious strategies that the wealthy have used to fool the masses. From the ancient Romans using bread and circuses to distract their citizens, to the Gilded Age tycoons who manipulated public perception with their philanthropy. We've seen how the wealthy have used religion as a tool and how they've exploited technological advancements for their own gain. We've seen the power of propaganda in shaping public opinion, from the monarchs of the Middle Ages to the media moguls of the 21st century. We've explored the role of education in maintaining the status quo, with the wealthy often controlling what is taught and who has access to knowledge. We've also seen how the wealthy have used laws and regulations to their advantage, often at the expense of the less fortunate. And finally, we've seen how the wealthy have used their resources to shape the world to their liking, whether through colonization, wars, or economic policies. The stories are as varied as they are intriguing, each providing a unique glimpse into the intricate dynamics of power, wealth, and deception. But these are just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless more tales waiting to be discovered, countless more lessons to be learned. We encourage you to delve deeper into this topic, to continue your journey of learning. Read books, watch documentaries, engage in discussions, challenge your assumptions, question your beliefs. Knowledge is power, and the more we know, the better equipped we are to understand the world around us and our place in it. Join us on more thrilling journeys through time by subscribing to Time Travelers. Our next adventure awaits, and we can't wait to share it with you. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.